Alrighty, it's Frontera time. I am probably not the only one that's fatigued from Tera, because I am practically making these for nobody else but myself, but at the same time, if I don't stream it or record it right now, I'm so gonna regret it when Tera no longer exists.
Seeks assistance.
Hello! I'm glad you're here. The Mysterium has researchers here, no one's surprised. They say they see no connection to Thulsa, but that seems unlikely. Yes, Mao. Piggy! Go inside the quarantine zone and find evidence. An offer of services to the Mysterium contingent there may enable Murtawake to learn something. Take the North Road and turn west as you leave the town. Good luck. There's still a quest mark in here. Oh, hi.
Magic's power.
I'm glad you're here. Our spies have discovered that the Nagas in the Temple of Dagon have been hiding away treasure, possibly as some sort of offering to their serpent god. We have a better use for it. Oh, really? Okay. There's an expedition team already on site searching the temple, but they sure could use your help. Sorry? What? I need to make sure that my cat doesn't do something. The Grand Cat Exchange has been made for... I have received another cat for my cat. As in, another cat has come in. That's the other one. I should... There we go. I should, get the keyboard slightly closer to me so that... Not just sitting with one shoulder out all the time.
Time is fleeting.
The Southern Orcan Alliance has us backed into a corner. The only good news is that not all the Orcans are part of it. Some have even come here seeking asylum, if you believe that. Grunoth should have the latest intelligence in Orcans. I'd like you to talk to him. We need more information to formulate a workable
Words
plan.
are meant to be shared.
We have scouts near Blighted Village. They reported strangers setting up camp there. By now, they should know more about them, but it won't be surprising to find it. It's the Legion of Thulsa. Alright, so we have a lot of things now. One of which is apparently, like, right here. Oh yeah, it's follow the yellow brick road. And hey, the yellow brick road is leading me directly into one of my questy clues. I'm gonna leave the Temple of Dagon until I make sure that the main storyline doesn't go there, because otherwise I might just be running through a thing that has floors twice over needlessly, and I don't really want to do that.
What's the matter?
I've never even heard of the Legion of Thulsa, but there are some seriously strange people camped out in that place. Wouldn't go anywhere near them if I were you. Narpa will have information you can use if you can find him. He's a master of disguise. Our spy is so good at spying that we have lost our spy. Thumbs up! The former garrison prefect was mutated by the plague. Now he commands an army of plague mutants thirsty for our blood. I'm asking you to take care of this Murtawake. As long as Ectorus lives, we're under a death sentence. The Mysterium is convinced that this plague is not a thing of nature, but creation of dark magic. Dark magic? You think the mutant tri-bladers have evidence, but you'll have to fight them for it. We have operatives in the quarantine zone. Narpa is the one in charge. We'll need whatever evidence you can find.
Consider the core.
I believe the plague hasn't spread to Frontera because they use a different well. In order to confirm my hypothesis, however, I need you to go to the quarantine village and collect samples of the contaminated well water. Leave them with Narpa. Well, look, this man has like a rational thing. He's all like, the plague is probably... It's something to do with the water, alright? The girl is like, beat up some people there until they give you the information that you need, which is just not very nice. Some of the plague mutants used to be our trained soldiers. If they decided to organize, we might not survive an attack. Will you hunt down the Guardian aberrations and the mutant mad and crazed polykines, and bring back anything that will identify them to their families? Do you just re-identify people whenever it's convenient? Because if they can organize and they used to be your soldiers, then they're just your soldiers but infected. If the plague only killed people, that would almost be a kindness. Instead it turns the survivors into monsters. I'm so afraid I'll be next. I have a sad task for you if you're willing. I would like to see Selvar's infiltrators, mutant workers, and mutant tri-bladers put out of their misery. I wouldn't want to live that way, would you? So there's like this and Pharaoh Valley of the North. And that's it for this whole zone. Which is nice, I guess. So this is 45, 46. Where exactly is like 47 to 50? 33 to 57 is freaking Jesus Christ. 45 to 48. 58 in bracket. I'm sorry. The layout of on these maps is just really something else. Hello, I came here for a slaughtering. Hope you're all fine with that. Aww, poor animals. I would say poor people, but they seem to be doing just fine. First thought, what was this quest that required me to collect tanks off the floor, and then I realized that that was the poor dude's hand. Okay, I don't think that I had to pick up any food items. I think I'm fine on that. Aw, this village is kinda cozy outside of the whole, you know, infestation thing. Aw, they're kinda cute. Oh, there's a lot of slaughtering to be done. I wish my character could just say no sometimes. Like, hey, go slaughter some of those very cute things. No. But they have bandages on their head. That means that they're dangerous. No! At least none of the quests require for a lot of slaughter, it's all just a little bit of slaughter. It's not a huge number. And they do overlap somewhat. Unfortunately, these ones just really wanted to stay away. Need 4 more necklaces.
Incoming raid.
Ooh! Hello, Fae boy. Welcome to leveling in Tera, and thank you for raiding me. We're normally quite chill, and in quite chill, I mean, we slaughter quite a lot for that's majority of Tera's questing, honestly. Like, I have a quest that just says, hey, they have a whole bunch of items in the temple that they're planning to dedicate to their god. We have a better use for them. It's like, yeah, guy, sure you do. I'll attack a temple for you, thumbs up. Currently, I'm just slaughtering out a village of infected people. That is not a well. That is decisively not a well. I am very sure that that is a cauldron. Maybe the cauldron goes deeper than I thought. Maybe it's water from a contaminated well. But I wouldn't call it a contaminated well. Another thing that's quite interesting about this game is that respawns are almost instantaneous, which can be useful. But at the same time, it just kind of really feels like you're not achieving anything. So they go, hey, can you go over there and make a path for me? And it's like, sure, buddy. By the time I'm done with it, everything will have respawned. I still need the wonder... Ooh. I briefly saw an interesting name in the distance. Ah, yeah. That's a level 70 thing. Never done level 70 things. It can mean infinite murder. Hey, I suppose they do pay me for it. Yeah, that's a level 70 thing. I don't suppose it would like it if I went near. One of you is just wandering off somewhere and I don't necessarily know where. Like, I keep on seeing the big dudes. I'm just gonna assume that they're world bosses. But there's like no population to ever be interested in them anymore. At least I can align to. There we go. One of the biggest fun things is to just pull insane amount of creatures if you can. The issue is that their aggro range is very, very, very short. Wonder will I get whacked if I just... Yep, yep I will. Oh! Go away. I, for some reason, did not expect it to move. Got stuck here a bit. Flew through. I have a giant thing on my ass at the moment. You have to get bored of chasing me eventually. Up, there you go, goodbye. Because, I mean, otherwise I could just, like, pull you into a town, which would be fun in its own way, but... Just let the guards deal with it. Oh, damn it, I missed it. Yay! I only needed that one dude that, I suppose. Excuse me, coming through. Knowing that I can run away. Then again, if I do hit it, I will become severely slowed. Because I'm just wondering... No, that's a dumb thing to wonder even. I'm just wondering what damage I would do to it if I actually hit it. Like, is it even possible for me to fight it? And then I'm like level 46. That is definitely a bad idea. So I definitely should not. Maybe when I'm closer to level 70 at least, that's when I can try tackling them. I also have a feeling that you need more than one person for them. So that's definitely a bad idea. What you did was a mercy. Never forget that. I don't even know which one of the slaughter quests did you tell me that about. Psst! Are you with the Federation? Narpas the Nabe undercovers the game. I'm sorry, who... What species are you? I can't let them see me talking to you, so be quick about it. May Kaya grant him rest. Excellent, now I can continue with my research. With luck, we'll find a way to end this. They should not have died like that, but for them it was better than living. I'll return those tokens to their families. Hey you! I need a favor. I'm undercover! Can you tell? But I'm running out of good disguises. Will you get me some clothing from the berserk puppets and lunatic workers? I can make them into great disguises. And you won't mention this to Narpa, right? Federation, me too. These skullcrests? That confirms it then. Some of Thulsa's followers, the Legion of Thulsa, set up Big Stone northwest of the quarantine zone. They call it Eldritch Shard, and it has the same crest carved on it. It reminds me of the stone they found in the heart of all the madness in Topolian. Then we need to destroy the zone. Way ahead of you. Take this bomb and blow that thing up. While you're exploring this and that, I'll see what else I can learn here. And watch out for zombie miners, nasty things. Report to Grail when you're done with it. Zombie miners because they used to be miners and now they're zombies, or zombie miners because the zombie miners actually mine? I think that's an important distinction. Look, why are you asking me to get, like, chaotic scarecrows when I can get the bigger things that are following them? Oh, you're wildlife. I was like, that looks like somebody's lying down. Yeah, berserk scarecrows. Those are much bigger. Is that the issue? Are their disguises just too big? Okay, 3 more. You guys will do. No. There we go. Like, why are you running? And more importantly, where are you running? Why, I can sort of imagine. Just a homicidal person here with 2 swords going, why are you running? I don't have time cookies, so I need to set up the bomb before the zombies return. Oh, and apparently I need to set up the bomb repeatedly. Apparently I can set that off while being attacked for zombies. That's good. And we will move to that dude in a second. Gonna give the disguises guy his disguises. Preferably without aggroing half a village. Because I'm a pacifist, believe it or not. I'm trying to conserve nature. And if berserk harvest golems are part of nature, then they're part of nature. Can't change that now. Wait until you see the disguises I'll make with these. Our little secret, right? Thanks, friend. Oh no. Guys, now you have more quests for me. That's unfair. First they set a big stone. Now they gather around it. Is it connected to all the death and mutation? I can't prove anything. Maybe you'll have better luck, eh? Find proof that Prion Eviscerators are involved in all the plague business and give it to Lashira. Who's Lashira? Where is Lashira? I'll figure it out. I'm observing the enemy. I'm also supposed to be guiding some stranded soldiers from the checkpoint north of here back to a safer place. Problem is, can't do both at once. Will you let the checkpoint know that I'll be there as soon as I can? Thanks. We tested several plants and compounds in our attempts to cleanse the area, but all failed. I think dropwort might be the one that works. It's a potent disinfectant. Could you collect some for me? It grows around the village. That's like me just trying to cure plague by spreading alcohol everywhere. That Podun, what an idiot. He's going to blow up my cover, I just know it. Will you create a distraction by attacking those mutated tri-bladers? Buy me some time to gather more intelligence. And all of those quests are like on the way to the... Can I just report to the other place? To the other checkpoint with these? I don't like the back and forth. I like being efficient, like a train. I stop in a place once, and then I do a full circle. It's the only way that it works. Hi. I need 10 of you, and I can't see 10 around here. That's concerning. Then again, this is the edge. Let me just put down the hazard thing, because... Oh, I'm level 48. Nice to know. Am I? Yeah, I am. That's weird. I thought I was level 46. Excuse me, follow me, please. As many of you as possible. God damn it. Don't interrupt my best combo in here. That makes me jump around the spot awkwardly. They still try to execute it but fail. Where is the rest of the grass? Are you hiding any grass? You have a secret grass dispensary, because if you do, it's about the time to disclose it. Look at all of them refusing to group nicely. So that's an apple tree. It's definitely not grass. There's just one tuft of grass in the whole place? I'm feeling like there's one tuft of grass in the whole place. Not very convenient. Oh yes, the report for that one is all the way over there, and here is some drop board. Alrighty, I found the rest of my grass. It's fine. It is fine. That is very pretty. That just zombie miners around one of those places that one of them stones, except this one is broken. Are the stones fun for them? Are they remembering how they used to mine in their life, but then can't remember how to do it, so they're just kind of standing around stones now? What am I even recovering from them? Like, I know that the person was all like, them standing around stones is not good. I bet they have something to do with this, but what am I exactly recovering from them to prove it? Ah, believers' orders. I'm just stealing their Bible, no biggie. Excuse me, I am a reverse evangelical. I break down your door and slaughter your family for your religious texts, and I'm sorry, I must have them. It'll be especially sad if it's not even like a secret thing and I could have just gotten it by just going to the store, but I was like, no. I will not stand for the peaceful solution. Oh, well, this is quite awkward. I mean, the rest of the quests are up there and you're down here. Ah, a Federation soldier at last. The rescue team's on the way, right? Do me a favor and inform Prefect Anel. Just grab the wine and climb straight up. Just up the road.
To be shared.
Your acts have shed light on a rather gloomy situation, Murtawake. Lashira and the Quarantine Zone Research Center will want news of this. He has the unenviable job of staving off the Legion of Thulsa, and whatever causes them pain is sure to bring her joy. Cool. Why? I think you... Did you take a bomb or did you give me a bomb? Because if you gave me a bomb, I have some questions. I don't know why, but whenever anyone says research center, I just imagine like a very, I don't know, modern facility, and they come along and it's a quest hub. Nicely done. That answers a lot of questions. I hope it does. Fondant's an idiot, but a very observant one. Munisk's nerves are shot, that's all. The Legion of Thulsa is in an uproar thanks to you. And rumor has it that Freya believes the mutation plague is the work of Thulsa. Is that true? Well, she definitely believes that. Legate Muresk commands the Legion's stronghold just at the top of the cliffs near the abandoned mines. I'm guessing there's some evidence to be found up there of the Legion's connection to Tulsa. Take out Mureksark and find out what you can. I should just start calling them John. That would be easier. Well, even if you're not the rescue team, it's good to know that they'll be here soon. Anything to create a little hope, you know.
Federation.
I don't think that they'll ever get here, but okay. This is plenty of drop word. More than enough for me to start my experiments, thank you.
We honor each other.
The mine has been abandoned for years, and then someone started hiring miners again. If they're zombifying miners, I wouldn't call that hiring. Now I've heard of the prison devastators, Prion. Devastators wear the same emblems as the mine bosses. One way to find out is to kill a few of them. Message sent, information gathered. I mean, not everything has to end in violence. There are options for other things than killing. Stealing is one. I want a giant crab. Okay, they might not be giant, but for a pancake they are. They're pretty big compared to Lithuanian pancakes. I need some sweet things because I like them. I heard the emblems the Frontera mercenaries wear look like skulls. Will you get some for me? I would like to see for myself.
May memory endure.
Do you just really like staring at crests?
Greetings.
Many of the miners caught the plague. With some tissue samples from the mutated survivors, one could determine more about the origins of the disease in the process. You might put some of those mutant miners out of their misery.
Is a delight.
I'm kind of hoping that the mine is flat instead of
No
multi-layered.
honor like soldiers on.
Have you seen the Zompori miners that work for the Legion of Tulsa? What happened to them? Do you think the ore they're digging could affect the miners? Are you willing to help me find out?
Looking for me specifically?
Okay, so they are zombies that are still mining. Mighty useful, that. Who am I even supposed to be talking with here?
An auspicious visit.
Oh, you! Downstairs, there. I'm just gonna shout to you from up the stairs. I hope that's fine with you. There's a medicinal plant that grows nearby. It's called Dismal Weed and has quite an amazing healing properties. The difficulty seems to be how dangerous it is to gather it. Perhaps not for you, however. I mean, if I'm already heading towards all the undead miners, I may as well bring you some weeds, too. That seems fine for me. Is that where the danger stems from? I hope so, because you didn't give me a lot of information on that. Maybe the weed is poisonous. How would I know? I, for some reason, did not think that the mines would be up. I expected them to be down. I suppose you can mine the tip of a mountain. You don't need to start digging at the bottom. Though I don't actually know how real-life mines work. Is there a good rock at the top of the top of the mountain? Like, these ones are absolutely a waste because they're definitely not mining right now. Why have mutants as your miners if they need downtime? I suppose that's not the same as zombies. Maybe zombies don't need downtime. Like, the exchange is that they're slow. But they can go for forever. Do you need to feed zombie workers? Do they just feed themselves on whatever non-zombie worker they can find? Does that increase your workforce? Do they need someone to reanimate them, or do they come back on their own? Do they attack the mutant miners too, or are mutant miners immune? Has anyone in this game worked out the specifics to raising an army in order to mine for you? Did not realize I'm in Prime Devastator place right now. Okay, I'm not yet done with mutant miners. Don't need any prior and devastators yet. Aw, they make adorable piggy noises. Good for them. I need like one more. Disturbing thing is the fact that they can organize, which means that they're sane? So I'm effectively just going around killing sane people by going, "Excuse me, I'm here to harvest you. I'm not the bad guy. Why do you tell me that?" That was nearly a perfect grouping. I wish I could do more than 3 at a time. Oh, thank you, timer! Nice of you to keep track for how long I play. It always like alerts you after an hour, but then never later. So it gets concerned that you have been playing for an hour, but if you keep on playing for 19, that is fine. Like, hey, it's been an hour, you shouldn't want to take a break. Drink some water, you know? Okay, you had 1 hour break? Well, now time to go all out. No more breaks for you. Ever. I wonder if they're legally obliged to do that notification, because this is not the first place where I have seen it. But it's also not in every MMO. Ooh. Aw, some pori miners are so cute. Like, they're undead, I realize that, but that doesn't stop the cuteness. Alright, so they're mining like in a cave. Cool. Hello, babes. All cool with some casual slaughter? Good. I mean, if you're not, you have no way of telling me that. How effective is a Zompori miner? Do they even understand what they're supposed to be doing? Hello? Oh wow, you dodged me. Alrighty then. You can join my convenient zombie group, or you can just not if you don't wanna. No pressure. Ooh, that's the boy that I need. The one that's a little bit on a walk right now. So from you all, I need crests, I think. You have clothes. Yeah, you do. Good. I had some funny encounters with things before. In the winter region, which was very naked ladies. I was very surprised. And when they would die, they would go so cold, and it's like, no shit, lady, you were wearing nothing. Of course it's cold. How do you think clothes work? Ooh, we have a report right here. Just down the road. I am gonna choose to do the report because for all I know I'll have a different kill quest in the area. You certainly don't stand out just standing over here. Look at this! It's plans for more magic stones. They were planning on mass producing them. There'd be mutation plague across the entire continent. Thankfully, there aren't that many suitable locations for doing that. Would you like me to start looking? First, we'll stop the flow of materials. There are only two places they can obtain these materials, from Elementian Command or from the Mysterium. I find both possibilities disturbing. We must find their source now, and I answer with that with thank you. Well, thank you. The very thought that someone in the Mysterium might have supplied these, we need to know what the magic stone was mined. Take the fragments of Thos's magic stone to Rishan in Elementium. You'll be able to tell where the materials come from. Alright, so I have one quest that's all the way back in Elementium now. I'm gonna report the things that I have here, and then maybe fly back, because if this is a level 46 quest, and the Temple of Dagon is level 46, and there's some chance that these two are related. Not in the family sense, but in the might be worth doing together kind of sense. I like the one that's just standing back and shooting at me. I was about to praise your intelligence, but then you just ran through me, and that's not very smart. I didn't realize that there was a second part to that quest. Good thing I didn't immediately teleport off, because I do that often. It's not very productive.
Who seeks assistance?
First, we'll stop the flow of materials. There are only 2 places. I'll meet you at Frontera after the source is identified.
Why come here?
Oh! Shit! That was an instant teleport. God damn it! They still place me back in Frontera, but still, god damn it. Where did it come from? Of course I can find out. I'm very busy and have a great many things to do. It will have to wait. Can't you find something to do until I'm ready? The High Elves believe their command of magic is superior to everyone else's. Pride is their indulgence. What are you doing here?
How interesting.
The answer to the origin of the fragments might come sooner if someone with greater knowledge were involved. What? Tell Freya the services of Malachi are at her disposal. Rishon needn't take time from his busy service. I understand.
Spend a moment here.
Malachi is very accomplished. He will get the results Freya needs. Apparently, Rofi, High Elf magic is superior. And they said, press 1 to use the teleport scroll provided. I did, and I charged. I don't think it was 1, I think that was an eye, and I should get my eyes checked. Then again, I do have glasses, I just don't wear them during streams. Oh, hey, there's another quest in here. I did not realize, though, that talking with the quest giver will make me teleport out, because now I'll have to do all the running to get to the station where I already was.
Allies are always welcome.
Ooh! Arachne is the queen of spiders. She lives in a system of caves north of Frontera called Arachnia. Want to know if the missing people of the contamination problems we've been facing around there have anything to do with her? Or with that place. Take these supplies to the Nush at the supply camp outside the lair. Nose around a bit and find out what you can.
Time is fleeting.
So far the quarantine holds, but in the defiled whale, we may not be so lucky. I'm sending you to Varun. He's just outside Frontera. Aid him like you have aided us. I don't know where those people are. I'll figure out later, I guess. Where is Arachnia? There? Oh, that's another one of them deep places.
Assistance.
Unusual for Malachi to volunteer for anything that doesn't relate directly to the core. At any rate, he says he knows the origin. Perhaps gratitude would be proper response. Arachnia is southeast. How do I get there? North of Frontera. Meet Callion there. Ask him what sort of help he needs. I can't just teleport there. But also, if I run this way, I will run past the report in mark and then I can climb back to the mines. Hello!
Greetings.
Don't even know what I'm supposed to be investigating. If there's still plague here, I could catch it myself. I just want to go home. Is that too much to ask?
Elves lead the way.
The violent Mikars are victims of the mutation plague too. A study of their cores might reveal much about the sickness. Will you obtain a couple for me? I suppose I'm just immune to all plagues.
Other duties call me.
Okay, so I need these things, but not gorillas. Their grouping is barely existent, which is slightly annoying. Slightly is definitely an understatement. Were you people or were you gorillas? You know one thing that's nice about this game? Because they don't say a lot of nice things. Is that your weapon hits everything in front of you and not just one target. So if you're like flailing your arms, you're hitting everything in front of you, not just one person. Come on! Move faster than that! Thank you. Oh, hi! Oh, bye. Oh, I can't take the suspicious crate. I suppose it will just sit here suspiciously. I suppose another reason why I like it is that there's no real damage penalty for attracting and killing a lot of things at the same time. In a lot of other games, your AoE abilities, they diminish in value after a while so that you're not just abusing it. But because none of the abilities are especially single target or AoE based in this game, you just hit everything that you can hit.
Elves lead the way.
So that's what they look like. Well, I'll get right to work.
Core's power.
Keep working on the Mikar stone matter, but I need you to go northeast and find Jian and his people. They need help up there.
Elves lead the way.
Why did they send me here? I'm not a soldier. Guard the watch post, they said. Kill armored piglings and enraged armored piglings, they said. I'll be the one getting killed. My friend Grata owes me a gambling debt. Kill pigs and it's yours. I will, honeys, but at the moment, I'm just gonna go all the way to the Lost Mines, finish that, and run around. Report all those quests and then come back. Because I have a feeling that you guys are slowly pushing me into Arachnia. I would have not left ahead of time if I knew that they were just gonna insta-teleport me instead of just giving me a teleport scroll like they normally do. I hate backtracking, I just end up doing it really often. Yeah! That's why I'm playing it, Rofi! I thought that the naming on YouTube would have given it away. I also thought that, you know, how often I'm streaming would have clued somebody in. We're here to sunset an MMO. Okay, this is so annoying. Fair enough. It does hate me. I mean, nobody normally watches, so it's fine. But it's just my streams regurgitated. I mean, re-uploaded on YouTube. It's just that It's about enjoying Tera before it shuts down. So, you know. Now. And that's why I'm trying to get to level 70 before it shuts down. So it does have private servers. One private server is a copy of the current release server. The other private server is how it was before level update, which means that leveling is a lot harder there. And honestly, I recommend the version where leveling is a lot harder because it used to be a lot more fun. Now it's practically about just really killing things. Like, just killing a lot of things. I don't own or play either of the games. Nor am I enthused about either one of those.
Well, speak up.
I do play Final Fantasy XIV on the MMO front. Guild Wars 2 and Elder Scrolls Online both have a soft spot in my heart, but neither are shutting down at the moment, so it's not something that I need to do.
We honor each other.
There's your weed.
These ears await your words.
Helped us find one piece of the puzzle, and nobody minds if you killed a few of those praying fellows in the meantime.
Smiles on us.
I don't blame you, but really, Red Dead Online and GTA Online is effectively an MMO. So, you're self-banned off MMOs, with exceptions.
It's an honor to help.
I'll work night and day to make sense of this, thank you. I'm sure you will.
You need anything from me?
I do need anything from you. You can have all my stuff, how about that? That makes them even more boring. I like open-ended things sometimes, but I don't necessarily like them in massively multiplayer setting. I find it quite pointless in massively multiplayer setting. And at that point, it would also be nicer to be less limited. So it means that the majority of sandboxes that I end up playing will be simulation based and very, very rarely strategy based. Now, there is quite a mix of it with massively multiplayer settings that I do like. And for example, World of Warcraft is trying to rebuild itself so that the max level now apparently is 60. And you can choose what zones you do and where you go. That kills story continuity, but it gives a lot more player choice in how they level. In comparison, Elder Scrolls Online, level syncs to you. So while there is the main storyline that will be all over the place, and you'll actually have to go from place to place, for your regular leveling, you can choose whichever zone you like. Ideally, my ideal MMO would forsake having levels altogether. If somebody wants to go raiding, fair enough, make a build, go for it, you know? But I would still like the PvE grounds to exist. Or rather, maybe make dungeons and raids not like level based, so that if you want to join your buddies for the multiplayer component, you can. But also have the story and the zones on the side, because I do quite enjoy doing those. And I quite enjoy doing those quite alone, really. I like it as the single player PvE element. I played Destiny 2. It did offend me a little when they deleted most of their content. That's my issue with it. Like, at one point they were just like, nah, there's too much content and it doesn't fit in well, so we're just gonna remove it. And a lot of them with DLC content as well, so for people that paid for those DLCs, there's no way to experience that content anymore. But I feel like I did enjoy the Destiny 2 PvE aspect and playing through it with friends. I did honestly kind of enjoy it when I did try it, but then they redid the whole thing and they deleted a whole bunch of content, and then I kind of gave up on it because I was like, even if I got invested into this, you're just gonna do that again at some point. So like, what's the point?
Hello, biggies.
Like, I've seen ballooned games. I don't think the Destiny 2 was ballooned. Like, all their stories were pretty short in length. So, and keeping instances that are not, like, good for gear progression, there's literally no reason to move it when people will do them for glam. You can't just be like, okay, so you finished leveling, my dude. Now you gonna go to, like, the last couple of instances. You can skip the ones that came before it, no issue, you know. You don't need to remove that content. There's no point in removing that content. Because then people will be like, yeah, but what about all those, you know, other, like, 20 instances that no longer matter? And you would be like, well, if you want the outfit from there, you can go and do them. Which is how a lot of other MMOs exist. The level cap increase every expansion effectively serves as a way to reset the gear treadmill. When you don't have the kind of highly enforced levels. Honestly, you can just work around it by giving people gear that skips certain instances when they finish leveling or something like that. But you can also work around it by not having a gear treadmill to begin with. And people might ask, hey, how would that work? Well, you could offer special builds from special places. You could offer special skins from special places. You can offer mounts. You can offer
so many
minions. You would be surprised what people will do content for. It doesn't have to be gear increase. Warren sent you. Old scoundrel cheats at dice, you know. Brutal saber-tooths in normal numbers, part of the great unbountiful scheme of nature. In natural numbers, the bane of my existence. I'll pay handsomely for their timely deaths.
If you're lost, check your compass.
No one is safe from the mutation plague, and yet you come to help us. I'm grateful. Every day the mutagenic wolves come closer. We once swore we would never leave this place, but our lives may soon depend upon it. Will Myrtle Wake help us?
And for us.
Ever since the Salvara scouts appeared, people have been disappearing. Perhaps they're being sold into slavery. Certainly no one has asked for ransom. Killing a few of them might make them think again. Some offering a ransom for any identifying tokens you find on the bodies. Who else has a quest in here? You do.
Style meets style.
You've been discussing a connection between Salvara scouts, our missing friends, and the plague. Salvaras have a base near here. A search there might uncover useful information.
Refinement.
The lecturer must go to Grunoth at Feral Valley Station. He's the prefect there, so he should know what to do with it.
Time is precious.
Oh, wow, wait, where? Oh, okay, all the way in a different map, got it. I also think Temple of Dagon is in a different map. Apparently it still counts as Frontera? I mean, nicely. Somehow people got the ability to host private servers in here fairly easily. I suppose the code wasn't all that hard, because there are already 2 private servers and they're just not gonna stop running. But the company is closing this one for a ridiculous reason as well. They're closing it because they got too bored up keeping it. That's it. They're not broke. They're not endangered. They just can't be arsed. Hello. Most of them are shady. Nexon is also kind of shady. I don't remember if the name was Nexon or not. Or Nexus. But they had Wild Start, there was a lot of instability with that. Blade and Soul, that shut down. Guild Wars 2. They left because they were doing pretty awful. Like, they made some retarded decisions. And they're still making some stupid decisions. Effectively, they were a casual MMO. And for 3 years, they were trying to do what was called the living story. Which is, a story would come and a couple of months later it would go. Right? So you had like episodic events and things, but it wasn't lasting content. And they decided to make an expansion. And you have to understand that with their gear progression, it kind of stopped at exotics. And exotics were pretty easy to get. They were pretty easy to get. There was multiple ways of getting them. You could do world bosses, you could do dungeons. You could gear your characters. But there were also an item that was above the exotics. They were ascended gear. And ascended gear for the most part mattered in fractals, which was its own... It was like mini dungeons, but these mini dungeons had like scaling... forced gate, where you would absolutely like need to have some amount of ascended items before you can like progress further. And these mini dungeons, they were like set instances, but the difficulty went up in numbers, so you would have like a random instance at level 1, then a random instance at level 2, and these instances, there was like 10 of them. So they are pretty repetitive, but then like at the higher levels, you would like start getting like specific debuffs that would be like randomly generated, like there's more enemies or whatever. So there were like some randomization item, and you required ascendants. And for the most part, you got ascendants from fractals. So it was 4 fractals from fractals. Nice closed little system there. That is fine. They did kinda infiltrate PvP a little bit, but it was on the world versus world side, which is the heavy, large numbers Zerg-based PvP. For the structured PvP, which would be like battlegrounds, like 5 people versus 5 people, or 1 person versus 1 person, even though to host those you kinda needed to pay money yourself to buy an instance of battleground to host one-on-one fights, because ArenaNet didn't wanna give people that for free. For the most part, there was not a place where you needed that ascended gear outside of like fractals, and I was fine with it. I had a character that's practically decked out in that whole set of ascended gear, despite it being very hard and grindy to get, and I was a casual player, and I played the game very casually. Well, the first expansion comes out, and they gave in to the pressure that told them that their MMO should be less casual. So they immediately destroyed everything that was kind of good about it. Because now, the zones in the first expansion, they were very Zerg reliant, which means that the zone always has events running and parts of the zone are closed, and if you want parts of the zone to be open, you need like good 20 people to be working together to finish the event, and it's all fun and games when there is that population doing that content in that zone. It's all good when you just release your expansion pack. But now your zones, they don't just have like solo quests to do and vistas and so on and so forth. You're now reliant on these long events that require people to do them with. Well, that's pretty bad for leveling. Yeah, it falls off the cliff. But now you reach endgame for the expansion, and the endgame for the expansion is now raids. Something that the game didn't have because it was a casual MMO. And the raids, they now require Ascended gear, which is hard to get, and they now depend on Ascended gear. So now you kind of put in the gear treadmill there a little, which into your casual MMO, you didn't have it up until that point, and you gated the leveling system for each expansion behind massively multiplayer events in each zone. And that's when I quit. So, the first expansion, the first time they have done this, it was 2015, the game was out since like 2012. And I don't know how many more expansions they've done. I think it's at least 2 more, and they're both structured in the exact same manner. So let's say that I want to return to Guild Wars 2 now. Let's just say that I want to do content that's beyond vanilla content. Vanilla content is, by the way, not even like buy to play anymore, it's free to play. So vanilla content you can access for free, and it's pretty fun and pretty good, though nobody's doing it because the population has really fallen off the cliff, especially when they have decided that people running all dungeons was too profitable now that raids are a thing. So they really gimped rewards of everything else to try and like funnel people into raids. But remember once again that this is a casual MMO that we're talking about, so that's a pretty odd decision there. But let's say in 2022 I wanted to return to Guild Wars 2. I have probably, I don't know, but it was an average of probably maybe 5 zones in expansion. So I probably am looking at about 15 zones that are dependent on massively multiplayer events in order to progress the story when the population won't be there to do them. So that's pretty awful, and even if I got through all of them, it wouldn't be the game that I knew before, because it wouldn't be a game that's focused on dungeons that it's just fun to do, you just grab your friends and go. It's focused on raids, and for those raids you need gear, and you need more people, and they're less casual, so it stopped fitting the niche that it started by serving. Meaning that it's such an awkward place that if the game was shutting off, if Guild Wars 2 was like, oh yeah, you know, we're shutting Guild Wars 2 off completely, I would, just like Frontera, like I'm doing, I would be like, okay, I want you guys all to see what Guild Wars 2 was, and we would go and we would do vanilla content. I would show you the maps, I would show you the main storyline for the vanilla content, and if we have time, we would like catch some people and do the 5-man dungeons. And that's it. I wouldn't even like bother with expansions because I don't think that they're doable, honestly. I think that they were made with design that focused on the massively multiplayer aspect, but it really detracts from the experience if a new player was to join the game. Now, Guild Wars 2 did that, and Elder Scrolls Online kind of stole their niche. Elder Scrolls Online is a very, very weird animal, because a lot of their things outside raids and dungeons and PvP, I've never even tried PvP in it, I don't know how it is, but a lot of their things, quite specifically, focus on single-player story DLC. Like, do you notice that what people enjoy doing the most in their game are zones on their own, as if they were playing Skyrim or Oblivion. And they were like, alrighty then, this is now a monetization model, I guess. So they sometimes sell expansions, but also they sell separate zones, and if you subscribe, you effectively get like rented access to all of those DLC zones except for expansion zones. So you go and you have like the base content access, and then if you want to do a different storyline, you subscribe and you look at whatever zone seems appealing to you, and you go and you do that storyline. And I remember doing storylines to do with like the Morrowind gods, like Vivek and stuff like that, because Morrowind is an expansion, I believe, and you can actually buy it, and I did buy it, and I do have it. But also I got to meet like a time-based god and like do shit in his world, and that was loads of fun. So I have very positive memories of Elder Scrolls Online. Now, one of the issues for doing Elder Scrolls Online based streams is that while the game is fully functional, without you requiring other people, so that's not even an issue. There's just so much that they've done for it that if you really wanted to show it all off, it will take you forever. It would absolutely take you forever. Like, you can probably spend 50 hours a zone very easily, especially if it's a DLC zone, and there's many. So you can live there, and you can live off your regular Elder Scrolls story if that's what gets you wet. So while it's darker than Guild Wars 2 in appearance, and I didn't like it on release because I tried beta, and I had very, very, very horrible impressions. The beta was very much bugged, it wasn't very entertaining. I mean, if you want to have murder ranks on MMOs for on and on and on, you can just cut that, and sure. I mean, that's how streams tend to go. Where was I? Oh yeah, I didn't find it fun, it wasn't very entertaining, it was kind of stale, and it was very much bugged. And me and my husband gave up very, very soon, especially considering that the game didn't look very visually appealing. But then a year later, they did like the leveling overhaul that made you able to go wherever the fuck you wanted, and made the game very casual, and I really appreciate it ever since. Yes! Now, one of the other MMOs that I like is Final Fantasy XIV, and that's the one that I keep on coming back to, even when I tell myself that I'm not gonna come back to. The issue with that one is, once again, the time investment. Like World of Warcraft, it goes on and 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 on, very linearly. And if I wanted to do Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and Endwalker, that I haven't done on YouTube now, I don't know how many hours that would take me. 100 hours an expansion pack is probably reasonable to think. Yeah, it can. It's very, very long. Probably more. I would say it could be like 500 hours to do so. It's very worth it. Very well made. but also, considering all the expansion packs, very, very, very incredibly long now. Done and done. Spend it wisely. I don't know what I did, but I'm happy that you're happy about it. And you didn't see any of the missing people? None at all? That means they're probably already far away. Thank you for helping, though.
Check your compass.
The defense force will be here soon to finish the job, and for now the wolves are fewer. It has given us hope. Hope!
May memory endure.
Every page of these documents references the Legion of Thulsa in some way. There's our connection, they're working together. But why, and for what, and for whom? You're working with the Arashnans? Everyone's working together. Apparently our armies are just really well organized, because wherever we go, we find cultists of Locke, and now we find legions of Thulsa. So I'm just gonna assume that people that are enemies to the Empire, or the Legion, or however we're calling ourselves, are just really friendly with each other. And, you know, really good together. And we're just the odd one out. Oh, and there's of course World of Warcraft, that besides making very questionable hiring decisions and firing decisions and handling all of that fallout, they had a coherent plot and story, but they became really, really old, and they tried doing several overhauls to themselves. So now you have a mishmash of everything. Like, some races get barely any customization options at all, other races get a lot of customization options. Story no longer makes any sense because you do things however you want to do things in an effort to cut down on the leveling time, which was needed, but with how it aged, and with everything that they've done to it, they were better off leaving the game as it was and making a World of Warcraft 2.
Words are meant to be shared.
Freya sent you good! Help is always helpful. Go directly to Retribution Point. We'll meet you there.
Time is fleeting.
Okay. Are you the only one here?
Should I have heard of you?
Let me see those. That's it? This isn't enough for our forces out here. How can I support the troops without supplies? Command just doesn't get it. Blast them. Well, not your fault, I suppose. Here, take these supplies to Gatsil at Fairy Vigil. Where is Fairy Vigil? Oh god, you're gonna take me to somewhere else and then I'll have to run back. Fair enough. And this is the way it should be. This is the way it will be.
It's fleeting.
Claw Rider Overseers, and we'll have to destroy the mill stirring these stones. There's no time to lose. Go kill Kalingos and Thelmas too. There's no time to lose, but now I must carefully lose time. Figure out where Gatsil is. How does one even get here? You know what, I'll do what you ask, and then I'll figure out with Gatsil separately. how something like this is overseeing anything. Is it an overseer in the sense that if you misbehave, they're just gonna unleash this on you? That is 2. Where'd the rest of them go? I need more. More. More, I tell you, more. Oh, I see one. Apparently I need 5. Moved away sideways. Come back here, buddy. Oh, look at who's doing a sideways little... Oh, you kind of stepped on me. That's okay. Not your fault. You're kind of just a big crab, honestly. Even killing big crabs, honestly. Like, the game was just like, hey, go and kill some giant crabs, and I'm like, they're part of the enemy forces? The enemy now leading a big crab? Oh, my character got quite stunned. Doesn't really matter though, considering that now the whole thing is a lot easier. Thank you for following. Woo! 4. I need more big crabs. But I also need to kill some dudes that are a lot smaller than those crabs, probably. Would be kinda weird if they were as big as the crabs, honestly. Hello, small dudes that are not at all crab-sized. Woo! Crab. Ducky. How's it going? Okay, so that's the big crabs done. I need to pull something. Is this what I need to pull? Yeah, apparently I need to I need to activate the mills. This counts as a mill. The game also teleported me and I don't entirely know where I am, but that's okay. I'll figure it out eventually. Leveling content in this game has been really dumbed down. So, I don't really think that those big things will ever hurt me. I once nearly pulled the level 70 big thing, considering that I'm currently level 48. Now, that would have been a mistake, but I didn't quite take a punch to check just how bad the mistake would have been. So currently, the only thing is that, the boss fights is that they be a bit annoying. Because they take a long while, but because nothing that they do is really gonna hurt you all that much, you're not entirely worried. But also you wouldn't do multiple of them at once because they can stun you, and that is quite annoying. How am I supposed to report? Oh, okay, you're a separate person, I didn't think that. You have my gratitude. Many thanks for all those slaughtered crabs. I am sure that they were part of the plan to attack the Federation. Them crabs. Very dangerous wildlife indeed. I mean, I suppose you could bring them with you, but it would be kind of like your enemy just unleashing elephants upon a city. It's not a very logical action. This is much, much more powerful than one we found in the quarantine zone. The very thought of what this could do, if there were more than one, the strongest and last operational sanctified mills are deep inside Iraq. These sanctified mills, take this purifying flame and burn the mills. That's the only way to destroy them. Now, when you say deep, where do you mean? Because you kind of teleported me in here instead of me taking the regular entrance, and now I'm slightly regretting it because there's no way for me to report a quest until I'm done with this area now, so I'm very confused as to where I am. But where's the thing that you want me to destroy? Will it be here? Is it on this level? Oh, thank God. It's here. Please, go away. Can I just destroy this one again, or is that not gonna count? I will laugh if I... Yep, I can just repeatedly destroy... Don't worry, I don't need to go anywhere, don't mind me. Just... I don't know about sanctified mills, but I destroyed a sanctified mill, then counted as 4. If only these people would go away. Dying counts as going away. Okay. Need one more. I was gonna ask, can I pre-arm them, but no need. Very vigil. Where would that be? Oh god, this thing has layers. Hate areas with layers. Don't know where things are. I did not realize that this counts as a vigil.
Words are meant to be shared.
Done good. Of course, the new orders change everything. The Mysterium has ordered us to halt our research, or to be more specific, Malachi has so ordered. There's no word from Freya, she may not even know. I suggest you find her and get her opinion on the matter. Oh hi! Fancy you materializing out of thin air. Stop the research? Why would these try to stop the research? And now I've been ordered back to Almentia. Something's not right. I'm going nowhere until the matter of Brigadier Akeldama is resolved. Elders be damned. Meet me later. Where to? Quietly now. Meet me later. Here. Location. Insomnia. I understand. The location is literally here.
Lead the way.
There's a traitor in Almentia. Research halted, a commander recalled from the field. Something's not right. I'll go alone and set trap for Akeldama. Come through the teleporter later and meet me there. How later is later? This is later. Yay! This is later! This is late enough. I've waited a whole 3 seconds. This will do. Oh, so I do get a notification that I've been playing for 2 hours. I thought they would forget to notify me after 1 hour in. I don't think that she actually, like, spent her time setting up a trap. She was like, I'll set up a trap, you meet me afterwards. It's like, when you say setting up a trap, do you mean just running forward? The game is like, if you leave Hidden Shrine, you can use the teleporter at the entrance to enter it again. Just in case if in the middle of the quest you wanted to get out of here. It's very clear now. We have to seize Malachi and confirm the location of the Quorum. I will go back to Almentia and meet with the elders at the Mysterium. You go back to Malachi's lab. Tell Alnosk I sent you. He'll let you in. Everything is magic. I once again am sparking inside the main city instead of the zone that I've been in, which is problematic considering that I still have some quests over there. So that means I'll have to refine the zone and take the horsey over there. Hi! May I enter the lab? Please let me in. I hope it's this way. It is! It is. This guy has less of a lab and more of a very big round room.
Elves lead the way.
You ready to punish some real traitors? I am ready.
Serve.
Your identity has been revealed, Malachi. No, Thulsa, we will end your evil deeds here. No high elf is high enough to stand against a god. Even if you have the power of the core, I will make you regret this. Why is Thulsa a giant crab? I mean, it's fine and all, but I really did not expect this. Oh, hello, cutscene.
This deceitful game has ended in your defeat, Frontera.
Elves, always so quick to declare themselves the victor. Such arrogance, to dare to threaten me.
This is no threat.
Here, threaten
Too
me.
many innocents have died. Too many souls corrupted. Too many lands cast in shadow. This is no threat, Frontera. This is justice.
No, this is Sparta. Or this is Patrick. Whichever you prefer.
You arrogant.
Where is Syrian?
Rule 1, Friar. Never fight alone.
That is a very weird thing to say when she brought an army and me.
I'll always treasure your lecture about justice, Friar.
I mean, she definitely has the confidence to be wearing that. I couldn't just stand around with my boobs out showing like that.
It's not over yet.
Or for that matter, with just wearing my underwear on full display. Somebody that was writing these quests was having a lot of fun, and then the old man flew away.
War's power.
Escaped. If Thulsa and Akasha think they won, they're sorely mistaken. This isn't over. I will need your help to find the core. Okay, how do I leave?
Elves lead the way. A fortunate meeting.
That's great and all, but I swear there should... Oh, okay. There is an exit. Have fun with whatever you're doing. Probably sleeping. Majority of sane people are actually sleeping. But, yeah, have fun with that. Dreams can be nice. Okay. This way. I mean, we're all so nocturnal that it's actually morning.
Share a story with me.
Malachi, no. Thulsa collected our research results. He was deeply involved with the Argons, deceiving the Mysterium all this time. It seems that he was trying to combine both ours and the Argon core to gain godlike power. Don't think that worked. On the bright side, Thulsa's research was shared to our researchers in Northern Shara. Thanks to that, we've seen great progress on the Argon research. Well, that's a relief. You remember Yasring? She's not with the Mysterium, but is an expert of Argon research. She gave us samples of her research alongside with a letter for you. A letter for me?
Fortune favors the patient.
It's me, Yasring! I've been hearing news of your researchers at the Mysterium. I hope you're doing well. I'm keeping up my research at Thrallhold. The sights here used to be spectacular, especially the sky, but that's all gone since the Argons appeared. Malkai's research helped out greatly. There's still a lot left in question, Myrtlewake. I need your help. Join me at Thrallhold. Where is Thrallhold? Yeah, I thought so, yes! The fact that she is Yasring is just really throwing me for a loop, so I'm starting to sound weird. Okay, thought so. I thought that's like the next zone, and the quest is now 47. Means that I can go down, go back, and do level 46 zone in great calmness of mind, but I won't be required ever again. I need the fight manager and I need to get myself back to Frontera. Afterwards, I have a teleport scroll. Whee! I am now having some faith in me being actually able to complete my goal to hit like level 50 through story, and this week. Next week is 60. The week afterwards 70, because we don't have that much time. Yesterday I completely did not believe that. Frontera, here we go. I still have things to report back there. Hopefully nothing will crash. Ooh, we did not crash. Good. I was about to say that the game's a lot louder than I remember, and then I remember that the friggin' horsey thing does not stop the noise. I have a tiny, teeny, yes. I wanna go to Arachne's Bane. I still have a couple of things to finish there. But that's a tiny drama going on. So really I can't even call it drama as such. It's more that I left one server because the arguments that were happening were honestly really logical. And apparently that server kinda wants me back. And you see, it does not work when you just disclose your wish for me to come back to some other person. I'm gonna wait to be DM'd personally. So I was just talking about that with other people, which is kind of like gossiping, but I'm petty sometimes, which is fine. These aren't nearly enough. Wasn't Tanush clear about our needs? Well, let's be grateful for what we have. There are other units in worse shape. There are 4 levels to our Arachnia, and it gets uglier the farther up you go. Head to Rockneck Outpost on the 2nd level and report to Grena. Get moving, soldier. Well, I did the lowest level. Pay attention now, I'm going to say this once. At the central part of the layer you'll find the Arachnid matriarchs. They aren't the strongest creatures in here, but they were very hard shells, which can be put to hard use. Collect the shells. It's not even the MMO world, it's the occult world. So it's the Mean Girls equivalent to occult world, except that there's no Mean Girls, there's just Murta and the random ass people that Murta sometimes messages in private and that they message back. So it's a lot of back and forth with people that I know. How many shells I need, I do not know, but this is probably enough to start with. Okay, this is enough to start and finish with, actually. It's been a very, very long time since I've been in any Discord that was video game oriented. Orientated, I mean. I don't tend to stay long in any social groups that I ever in. My patience tends to run out. Or I'll get into a fight. And I'll leave. But this group is not feeling very happy about me leaving. Arachnid shells, eh? Yes, I can use those to patch up some of our heavy armor suits. Appreciate the help.
Really?
Shells! I need more shells. You managed once. Go kill some more Arachnid matriarchs and patrons.
Something new.
Alright to fight? You come to the right place.
What's the matter?
The attacks by slave wardens and delirious slaves around the camp are more than we can handle on our own. We appreciate slowing them down a bit.
May Kaya fight at your side.
It's the Guardian of Obeliths. They really make me shudder. Can you hear them? I can. Even when I'm asleep. Can't go out there and kill them, but I would reward one that I would. Is that the BAMs again? Big ass monsters, I mean. The Arachnids kidnapped people in Frontera and brought them here. By the time we got there, the nightmare-fueled Arachnids have killed most of them. It's not a job anyone likes, but we need to find them. Their families need to know what happened.
Stay free, my friend.
That is completely fine. You're not the kind of person that would ever annoy me, honestly. I don't appreciate weakness. Especially extensive weakness or the need to whine without wanting to do anything about it. Because the way that I see the people that engage in that sort of thing, they're gonna be engaging in that sort of thing for a very long time. I also don't appreciate lack of logic. Some lack of logic is fine. Like, technically, no religion is logical. I'm not gonna be very angry about that. But the last couple of fights that I've gotten in, one was about a person that came into the Discord just to whine about woe is them because they're autistic and they can't do anything because they're autistic. Effectively, they were cursing the world. Oh, I can't work because I'm autistic and life is unfair and I'm not gonna get any more education because I am autistic and I am a leech on society because I am autistic. And they made some fairly good handworks. They make little like knitted toys. There's nothing that stops them from trying to monetize that or having other ideas. Outside of the fact that they didn't want a solution, they wanted to cry, and they wanted the whole server to feel sorry for them. Which is just not a game that I play. Yeah, I suggest solutions, which apparently resulted to them going to the moderators and complaining that they're scared to be here now because Murta is mean, which ended up with the moderators coming to me in private DMs and actually disclosing that they don't consider me to be human. And I don't mean that they didn't consider me to be like, that they like considered me to be less than human. Quite the opposite. They considered me to be more than human, which was really friggin' bizarre. They were like, oh, you are very good at your emotional control, but you have to understand that people are not like that. Yes, you might seek solutions, but you have to understand that for the rest of us, things are not like that. And it's like, excuse me, are you judging me to be more than human? And then they were like, ... Actually, yes, I am. That's just the envy speaking. I don't think I disclosed it on my Twitter. I'm not too sure, actually. I haven't been really tweeting, like, for the last 2 weeks because I practically got off Twitter. And, so they apologized to me, and even better, they publicly apologized to me. And then, second argument got, where it was something about talking about what would be the most human way of existing. And as I said, at that point you would be going for average human existence. So you would wanna probably have a marriage, probably have a baby, maybe participate in a major religion. That would be the most average, most human experience that you can get. And the moderator lady really did not like this, and to make her argument work, which made it the opposite of working, one of her partners, because she's in a polyamorous relationship, came in and started arguing that the word human involves other species and not just humans. I pulled up a dictionary definition of human, because at one point I was like, you consider birds to be human? And they're like, yeah, I consider birds to be human. So now you're using a word that is not meant to be used that way, for some really bizarre reason, to try and make an animist point of view in a place where it doesn't work. Hello, Carrie. It was a very poor animist argument, and I'm not arguing that a bird isn't alive. I'm just saying that a bird isn't human, and that's not to say that the bird is worth less than a person. It's just the descriptor that human counts for the species that we are. Yeah, and they pulled such an illogical argument. It was probably solely to defend their girlfriend, honestly. They pulled such an illogical argument because they were trying to defend their girlfriend at any point. Like, her point had to stand no matter what. That was the whole thing with this. I just said, oh, for fuck's sake, and left, because it's super illogical. Like, at that point, I wasted my time having an argument when you don't want to know definitions of fairly basic words. This is not like you picking up a thesaurus or you arguing with how a word is used, like, colloquially. This is you plainly saying, I have a different definition for the word than literally the whole of the world. And what really got me is that there's another person that joined it. And they were like, I have a feeling that you're one of those people that like being factually correct, but you're not emotionally correct. And it's like, excuse me, for fuck's sake, we are talking here about a definition of a word that's not arguable, that nobody else has but you! It's as illogical as it gets. And okay, this is a different kind of band. So I left back then, and one person was immediately like, you know, I'm so sad that you left because I would enjoy seeing your crafts and I would enjoy seeing like your morning walks and your pictures and I'm gonna really miss it. And I was like, I'm not dead. You can still contact me if you want. Then another person from the same Discord was like, wait, you left, but we had contact before, so they would just come out and talk with me in my DMs whenever they felt like it. And I also know one girl that goes there for occult advice, but once again, I'm in more groups with her than just that. We're even doing the same voice acting project. I have ways of contacting, so it is fine. But apparently by this point, the moderators wanna have a chat and wanna like figure out a way to maybe get me to come back. And honestly, for those kind of things, the best way to approach is directly. Instead, they went to one of the people that still talk with me to express their wish to have me back in the server. And they even, knowing me, they said that with Myrta the best approach is direct, which is true. If you want to have a conversation with me, you come to me and you have a conversation with me. You don't go to another person to ask, can they be a proxy? What is with this social anxiety that like stops them from just, you know, having this conversation directly? And I bet it still stems from that original argument. I bet this whole thing, this whole animosity and this whole completely illogical argument was still stemming from the original argument, where I was made to feel very uncomfortable after realizing that the moderator envies me. So there's that. So hey! Welcome to personal Mean Girls drama that is normally kept very, very private because it's not a big enough deal that I would go like posting about it. There's no need. It's just a bit of ridiculousness that's been going on the last week. Woo! It keeps me company while I kill the ovoliths, which absolutely like to non-stop role places and stuff. Oh yeah. Another thing that I did, which I think I mentioned, is that I've divided my book into pieces and put it up on Etsy. There's still a couple more pieces that honestly I can just kind of slurp it out of there and put it up on Etsy again. And I received my first like sale and the person bought the pages in bulk. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe they're gonna leave a good review because that would help. And I'm still sour that on Amazon, my dad's books, and he's not a very good fantasy writer, have 4 reviews. Like, whole ass 4 reviews. And mine has 1. They're practically not really selling anything anymore, but at the same time, I've gotten like approximately $200 of it, which for a book is not too bad. It's just that I wanted to beat my dad on reviews, goddammit! Not that I'm close with my dad, or that he would ever know that I even wrote that book. Because I went under a pseudonym, none of my family will ever know that I wrote the book. But it would have felt good to beat my dad on reviews. God damn it. In other things, I've been doing pretty poorly at my husband's voice acting project. And now I'm not too sure will I be invited into the next one. And, mostly because I can't do convincing pain noises or screams. And he tried telling me of situations in which you would like do a pain noise and be like, you know, when you stub your toe or something like that. Or when you had your back surgery. The issue is with me, I am completely and utterly silent. If I am in the pain that ranks 10 out of 10, I am 99% more likely to start crying than I am to start screaming. And I internalized being quiet so far that it's very hard for me to make noises. Sometimes I would like to sing for myself and I will mouth the lyrics instead, because I am normally a very incredibly quiet person. And this character, they die and they require a death scream. And for the life of me, I can't do it.
Victory for Valkion.
Every heart means 1 fewer of them. Maybe I'll be able to dream of something else now.
You from the Federation?
Take this as thanks. They shouldn't have died at all, but at least now we can send them home. Go home.
Always good to see a new face.
Charles, excellent. Nature provides.
Attention!
You did good work, Murtawake. If you stay, we could send some poor wench home. Who knows? It might even be me, or Chaman. God knows she's earned it. Like, please don't go so that we can go instead.
Well, say something.
Arachnologist AWOL. Our resident arachnid expert Animan is missing. He's fearless little researcher, so I can imagine him getting over his head. Need you to venture into the upper levels east of here and find him. Help him if he needs it. Upper levels. I like the idea of upper levels.
Oh, greetings!
I don't like the idea of downer levels. For one thing, they sound like such a downer. Oh wow, I managed to hit 1000 of mana potions. That shows how often I use mana potions. Just to say never. Woo! I think that's my cue to climb to the upper levels. Clop, clop, clop. Aw, dead villager is dead. That's sad. Sad villager is sad and bad things are bad. It's not upper levels enough. Follow the sounds of this. What? Is it the more upper level? Because there was still ladder up there. How upper is the upper level? Game. Maybe it's not upper levels. Maybe it is the level down. I do see a quest icon in here though. Wait, that quest icon was on the other floor. Don't mind me, just going down. Hello, would you like me to do anything? The hatchery is littered with the mummified bodies of our fallen soldiers. It's a pity that we just left there to rot, but no more. Recover the bodies.
Pure soul.
You can't let Arch and Devastators do its thing.
Always
Call
question.
some...
Always test.
Always do the thing. Yeah, do some culling and do some collecting. Oh god, my health recovers like really slowly. Have nothing against you dudes. I'm kinda suspicious that I have nothing against you dudes, but I have nothing against you dudes. No, but there's like very tiny little zombambos that are going after me right now. Really? Like, excuse me, sir, what do you think you're doing? And time for me to go. There's still a slaughter for me to do on the other side of the map. It's all fine and dandy. I can be fast. I can be a very fast cookie. You see. Really? That just goes up. Excuse me, sirs. Where is that thing that you wanted me to do a murdering on? I think this was the floor that I was on, honestly. Okay, the game didn't teleport me that far deep. Yeah, this was the floor that I was on. Really? maybe this floor because I was killing crabs before. If I think about other MMOs, I very briefly played Maple Story 2. Majority of it was in pre-release, and I spent too much money on it as well, because I've gotten one of the Founders Packs, and some for other people as well, but I still had a, like, proper job at that point. So I did have the money to do it. But that game is kind of sad that it failed. Because it had the perfect setup to be fairly casual. And it had a lot of monetization ways. But it monetized the casual aspects of housing and avatar creation, and more specifically designs, because you can design like your character's clothing and everything. But they have decided to go really deep into gear grind, and they did the exact same thing as Blade and Soul did, which is Maple Story 2 and its original servers, original release servers, released the gear over a very long period of time. That there was actually some time to gear grind. Maple Story 2 in the Western release decided to release all of that in no time at all. Meaning that you had to play for like 10-11 hours a day and get very lucky on RNG to upgrade your gear, to get lucky on RNG again, to upgrade your gear, to do other content, to upgrade your... You get the point. And if you got left out of that, there was no way of catching up anymore, because the whole of the population went further in, and it was now on a completely different content than you were. And that game, I think, lived for less than a year. Pretty much. I did not realize that Diablo Immortal was a thing. Yeah, hello Carrie, I am on Gameforge Tera. You might be the only other person around if you're on the EU side. I don't mind it, honestly. I prefer solitude in my massively multiplayer games. It's fine. Especially considering that I'm doing single player questing, but it is quite disturbing. Especially disturbing when you're used to actually seeing players. And especially disturbing when you were in other MMO shutdowns that were a lot more alive than this one. Oh, I did not realize that. I'm fine. I actually have too much gold at the moment. I mean, I only have like 30k, but... Okay, so it wasn't up. It's actually still down game. Start making sense. So I think the person that we're looking for is actually still at the bottom floor. But, I only have like 30k, but I don't actually have anything that requires money. So it's not a problem. I mean, me climbing hills is a bit more of a problem. But, No! No, 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 no! Bad. I don't even know what that is. I think I'm fine. God damn it. I fell off. I fell.
Time is fleeting.
Where's the missing merchant? Junin. I need to ask Junin for the missing merchant. Okay. Where is Junin? Over there. I'll go and ask Junin about the missing merchant. I just want to finish the zone. To be fair, nothing can kill me right now. Like, I'm not struggling at that. I just struggled at climbing down a bit. Safna, don't get me started. Alden wore quarantined, but he knocked me down and ran right past me. I chased him, but he got too good of a head start. Feral Valley, okay. I have multiple things in Feral Valley now, but I'm still not finished with the Arachne place. It is twice that I had to teleport out of there, mostly because I just fell from a great height. Wow. Okay. It should be on the floor that I friggin' started on. Actually, no, it might be one floor up. It might be one. We should figure this out. It's not that hard. I'm just not that good with maps. So this is like the bottom floor. And it can't be here because the game told me up. But just in case, I'll investigate it regardless, right? How in the actual what? Okay, does this count as up? Maybe. This architecture is confusing me. He was here! But dude, you're on the wrong level. I was looking up and you were like down. Sorry, thought you were a Reichman. Very scary, turns out. Nature drinks blood. I'm better now. Poisons run its course. I'm still a little woozy, but I'll be fine. Tell Arno that I'll still have work to do here, so I'm not coming back yet. Don't worry, I'll be careful this time. A merciless ovolith bit me. Can't move yet. I'm still poisoned. Please kill the nearest one to buy me some time. God damn. This is literally the nearest one. Never mind. You just really like me to kill big things. Repeatedly. I am so clumsy. You see, the issue is that it's not gonna kill me. The issue is that I might get stunned. And then just stand around like an idiot for 20 seconds. Excuse me? Stop walking backwards, thank you. Up, I need a couple more. That's cool. Oh, 2 people. Woo! I did kept on seeing advertisements in like the first town, Velica, that you keep on reporting on. They were mostly for petitions to save Tera, which was kind of sad to see. And there was also one that just said that Zelensky is God, which is... I agree. So, I mean, in order for somebody to place those down, they had to exist as a person. It's just that I never saw them. It was a very, very sneaky advertisement placement. Yep. Definitely not gonna happen. The petition's not gonna help. Though... the fact that the game has 2 private servers is actually kinda amazing. That's the wrong type of ovolith. Game, why do you have so many different types? I do need them. One type of big thing with leg was enough. Didn't have to make 20 different big thing with leg type. That's overkill. Guess I'll have to actually move to 1. Oh, nope, it respawned. Yeah, I imagine it would be. Like, the server that was identical to the current release of the game was actually planning to shut down before they announced the release of, the shutdown of the regular servers, because the person running it, yeah, they were like, you know, what's the point? And now there is an actual point. So life gave them a point. God damn, I just bounced off you. Excuse me? Climbing on walls is illegal. Get off there. Thank you.
You can't prove anything.
There you go. Good tidings. Oh yeah, I'm still ticking. God damn, that didn't stop the tick. Normally it does. Oh, time for footsies, I suppose. Whew, now it did. Okay, so the report for this one is not here. It's time for that. Yes, the floor game. My favorite. Is it on this floor? Is it on the next floor? Find out and guess the floor. Definitely this floor.
You need my help? You need my help?
Oh, he's happy that that one's alive. Ferocious malignosis. And what do you need? You need a lot of things. Search the caverns for missing villagers. Get venom samples from Red Fang Arachnin. Red Fang. Damn, I said something else. If we can wipe out those loyal Jalmaraks to the east of camp, that's one fewer force of arachnids
Fortune smiles
that the arachnids can use against us. Okay.
You look troubled.
I am not troubled, I am confused. There is a difference. The way that the one is portrayed, it's making me suspicious. Rest well, my friend. A lot of things that should be dead. I did not realize that. Is that all one quest? That's two separate quests, okay. That one is like neither here nor there. That one is like in between. Hello, babes. Coming through. Jesus, that never-ending charge. I feel like I should spend some amount of time being, I don't know, stun immune? That feels like it would be a good thing to have. Only one dead villager. Or is there only one dead villager on this floor? There's a difference. Those are dead. Red Fang Arachins only require 3, so I'm gonna assume it's big ass monsters again. Quest just really wants you to fight them. couple loyalists in here. And when I say couple, I honestly mean a couple. I feel like more should exist somewhere. It found more. It's all good now. Found it. Should be able to grab you guys. There's a weird smell in my room, but nothing has happened. I do have a cat that's asleep, and I'm just gonna assume that the cat stinks. Because I've been keeping an eye on that cat, so that cat hasn't done anything. There could be a cat that has done something in the corridor, but that's a completely different thing. See, with cats, sometimes, especially if you... Our apartment does not have cat-friendly doors, and that is on purpose. Because otherwise it would be absolutely impossible to sleep with them just deciding to have a case of zoomies at random while you're trying to sleep. So they can enter the laundry room with a cat door. There's food, there's toilets for them in like the corridor. And they tend to have access to the living room, but my door tends to be closed, bedroom tends to be closed. With cats, sometimes if with a closed door, like in my room, they might have bladder control problems. And that's just get surprise cat pee. Or I can run towards one and I'll probably encounter them. And I know at this point that it's not surprise cat pee for sure, because I've been watching that one cat that's in my room. Like, the floor in here is wooden, and it's kind of light colored. So, one thing, if your cat decides to go somewhere in the corner, and you can smell it, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can see it. So if you suspect there being surprise cat pee in the room, it's kind of getting on your knees time and doing like a walk around on the floor with your nose as your primary guiding source, which is not that fun. Like, is it behind my wardrobe? Is it behind my desk? Is it behind my green screen? So it's like, I know that there's something to clean, but I don't know where. The second time when that happens is if they decide to vomit at random. Because, due to the need to expel hairballs, cats are very, casual about just spewing in a corner somewhere, and their spew does smell, and you don't really want spew on wooden floor, like that's not ideal for floor. I don't know, cats can be very, very loving. It's just that also just mystery things that happen in your house sometimes. Okay. Ooh! Fair enough. I can make it go dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot. Everywhere. Dooty doot and dotty dot. So I sometimes found that the best way to find mystery cat nonsense is to bring another cat into the room. Because they will do a sniffy, go to the place and try to bury it. Which is like, thanks cat, now I know precisely where to clean. I found it. Also, dogs you have to like take outside several times a day. Cats you don't. Cats stay in one place. But at the same time, dogs have more predictable personalities. Cats can be very random. Need to do a sweep for dead villagers. I think there's only one. Makes this a very poor sweep. Ha!
Lessons are never
Found all the dead things.
always question, always test.
Why would these spiders attack in such an organized fashion? Are they doing their own thinking, or go talk to Ordinio? He believes something else is controlling them. Who the heck is Ordinio, and where is the man? I probably know what the man does, but I don't know where is he.
You need my help?
That's done.
These ears await your words. An auspicious visit.
These ears await your words. Well, my words have been given. Retribution point, you say? Probably not here. Jesus! 24? How? Why? You're not supposed to hoard cats. I mean, it's coming from someone that has 5. But trust me, 5 is more than you ever need. You're mostly fine, except for one that's very much hated. And we need to go and get him spayed. And that might help. Oh, I imagine with 24 cats, we have resorted to a lot of ways of getting the smell out. Because even with 5, it sticks to everything. And all of our cats are spayed except for one. And it's a boy. And it's because he only had 1 ball. So they kinda couldn't. They were like, kinda needs it for hormones right now. Come back later. And we never did. So, it might help to get him spayed. Like, it might fix the whole fight issues. How do you That's not something you can fail. Oh, that's not good.
We're all in this together, eh?
He needs to start giving up some cats. That's not a healthy amount of cats to have. Rent soul Lokians run us ragged. It's time for it to stop.
You watch my back and I'll watch yours.
For the Federation.
They're saying Iraqans have something to do with the awful plague in Frontera. If you search their lab and find the answer, maybe we'll be able to go home.
You.
What's your name again?
Head into the hatchery and collect some of their
Fought
cocoons.
with the Amani before?
I have a feeling that I'm underneath some other spot. Because I keep on like seeing quests that I can complete, but I can't complete it. Is this like accidentally under Pharaoh Valley or something? That is a possibility. The most that I've heard a person have is like 7. Like 7 permanent cats. Normally people are horrified to hear that I have 5. And I don't blame them. That is a lot of cats. That being said, it does have the advantage of having like 2 or 3 cats go to sleep on top of you when you're going to bed, or having somebody trying to cuddle with you practically at all times. Annoyingly, that sometimes interrupts work, but it's well worth it. And not all of the cats kind of like me. Mostly the male ones like me. The female ones are kind of indifferent to me, but really like my husband. Like, they won't attack me, they just won't. Aš kates labai myliu, taip pabūna drugeliu. Why a butterfly? To be friend, it could be a friend, but it misspelled. I'm still not used to reading Lithuanian anymore. I mean, I used to go to Lithuanian news sites, and I still talk with my family. Fair enough. I still talk with my family weekly, so it's not like I can forget the language. But I was also like, always like, butterfly? What? Can't be a translation error because it's my mother tongue. It doesn't work like that. Need to go play. Need to find one. Need to find one. You know, the weirdest pet that I've had was probably a pigeon. Only had it for like a bit less than 6 months, probably. But it's because one of our cats brought in a baby pigeon, completely unharmed. Couldn't find the nest where it came from. And do you want me to kill claw riders again? I do not understand. No, you don't. What? Why am I here? Oh. Oh, eggs! Fair enough. But, my cat brought it. Completely intact baby pigeon. Couple days old. Completely fine. Couldn't find the nest to return it to. Hold nature preserves. They were like, it's a pigeon. We're not interested in saving a pigeon. Leave it outside, let it die. And my husband couldn't do that. And so we ended up hand raising a pigeon. And after we hand raised a pigeon, we found a nature rehab place that agreed to take it in. But we had to hand raise a pigeon. So for a brief amount of time in my life, I had a pigeon. For longer than we should have, because it was like nearly half a year. But it was a pain in the ass to find any place that would take a pigeon. Why? Why would you kick a cat around? Poor cat. I remember, a cat that when I was a child, I threw a lump of dirt at, and I instantly regretted it. Because I wanted to pet the cat. I wanted to play with the cat. And the cat, no matter how much I chased after it, did not let me go near. And my like 5-year-old self, very frustrated about it. So I grabbed a bit of dirt and I threw it at the cat. I did not even hit the cat, but felt guilty ever since. I developed guilt over that action, and that was like the last time I have been violent at an animal. Where would spider eggs be? I found another spider egg. Yay! So it would have been nicer if my dumbass did not throw a bit of dirt at the cat, but at the same time the cat was not injured. And I felt so guilty that I've never done anything even remotely like it to an animal ever again. So I suppose the moral of the story is I developed a conscience, and no animals were harmed in the process of me developing a conscience. Therefore it's probably okay. But I wish I haven't done the original action either, because it's stuck in my memory, and it still gave the cat a bit of a fright, and I'm not very proud of it. I'm a very friendly being in reality. I don't harm things.
For the Federation.
I did all the murderings though in game. Just what I wanted. Well done.
Can I help
I
you?
wanted you to do a murder and you did a murder. Hurrah!
For the Federation.
Been tremendous asset for us, thank you. Callian is stalking several additional threats and could use your help. Upper tiers. Alrighty then.
Don't push yourself so hard.
I don't need any of these. I already have a level 50 gear set saved. And that's how I ended up with money! Woo! Wait, is there actually like a way up still? All I see is a way down. Upper levels, my man. What upper levels? We are the upper levels. There's no upper levels. Woo! Okay, now I need to actually go down and leave this place. Because all the quests here, very much complete. There's quite a few in the Feral Valley. I'm looking for a way down that doesn't just involve me jumping down. I think I found it. I see it. I mean, I already fell off here once. It wasn't very fun. There we go. I saved myself some of the climbing downies, but I still need to do some climbing downies. No climb me up the wall, just climb me down the wall. Thank you. Nice to actually like properly clear a place. It's that very clean feeling. You're like, oh, I did a good today. I think this is the way to an exit. Alternatively, it's a way to a soft drink cap. One or the other. I'm not entirely sure what that is. God damn it. How in the actual heck did I get here? I see like a little leg. Going from what I'm gonna assume is the bottom of the basin? Probably my exit. Here. Yes, I think this is it. Ha! We have successfully navigated this place. Go us! And it only took a lot of time. And the death. And some more. Okay, I can't just climb up a hill. And I think the person that we might be trying to stop, Safna, is still on this map. And not on the next map. Yes, I found Satna. Hello.
Payback time for our enemies.
I won't go back. The swindling Decurian Geralil agreed to gather some rare mushrooms for me. When her messenger brought them, they weren't the ones I asked for. They were poisonous. I told him, but he said he was acting on her orders. Going straight to Feral Valley, give her a piece of my mind and deliver the letter of complaint. Of course, it's pretty dangerous out there. I'll deliver it for you. You will? Well, if you insist, you seem pretty trustworthy. Tell her, come Plague Panthers or anything else, she'll be sorry if she cheats me again. Okay. Have a lot of things in Feral Valley now. But I also have a single thing in Temple of Dagon. And here is, fingers crossed, the Temple of Dagon isn't ridiculously deep. It probably is. But it won't hurt. You know, check it. If I go from Frontera, then there's a teleport there. Oh, what nice peaceful music. Temple of Dagon, please! I also like how everything costs like silver teleport. Or fly! When I'm just completely covered in gold by now. So she is on the inside.
Ready to fight and win.
Always willing to lend my expertise.
Who has a question here? I'm seeing several.
For the Federation.
The Temple of Dagon is Tanaga's holy sanctuary. That makes it particularly dangerous for the expedition team who's there now. I'd like to reinforce them if you're willing.
You hungry?
You're going to the Temple of Dagon, right? Keep your eyes open for any adder fungus. Odrun on the first level uses them to make antidotes against Tanaga's poison. God damn it, it's gonna be a deep one again! Because they just said first level! Excuse me, I'm coming in to rob your temple. How may I enter? You may not is not the answer I'm looking for. Aw, the froggo's here. That's cute. I do like me some froggos.
Fought with the Amani before?
Thank the gods you're here. It looks like Bisharans have teamed up with the Nagas to drive us out of here. That's a scary alliance if I ever heard one, so I hope I'm wrong. Take down a few of the Bisharan runners.
I've heard of you.
Skeletal Watchers. Current Spell Swords.
What's your name again?
Feel the core's power.
You can't know how grateful we are to see you here. Not only is the temple much larger than we expected, but the Nagas and their friends are proving to be a formidable foes. From what we've been able to find out, there are 2 treasure caches on 2 different floors. One is somewhere near here, with the other, the big one, is all the way down where the dragon is sleeping. I'm afraid we don't know more than that, but we need to recover these treasures. You can just leave it for the dragon. It's fine. The other fungus we need grew deep in the temple, but the vigilant chicas have kept me from most of them. I would appreciate any help you can give in thinning their numbers a bit.
Subscription received.
Aw, thank you. Yay! Thank you for clean 12 months, Ruffy. Ah, Jesus Christ, this place. Not gonna end well. There's everything in every direction, it's fine. Why wouldn't there be everything in every direction? Concerned about finding that grass that I was told to find, because it was marked as 1 on my map, but the 1 is on level that's lower than this. Don't entirely understand how that can even be possible. I mean, higher than this. Because I saw the 1, I took the staircase, and I no longer see the 1. There are also unfamiliar people inside rooms of all places. How dare they? How dare? People inside rooms? That's unheard of. Don't know where the 6 is pointing me. I'm assuming up. Oh no, there is a way through here? Yes? What? Okay. Confusion galore. Okay, so that's the 6 done. Now I need the 2, which will be easy. But then I need 1, which will not be easy. I would like to leave now. What if I go to 4? Would going to 4 help with 1? Where is 4? Make sure that 4 isn't somewhere in this room. What even is 4? Adder fungus. 4 is adder fungus. Here. How does that any logical sense make? Now the door's closed. Maybe it extends a bit. That grass is definitely something that I'm worried about the most. So how do I get into 3? Okay, those are annoyingly bomby. Have any of you seen any fungus? Forget the treasures, it's the fungus that's the most confusing bit. Fungus in here either. With the stones, I don't need to farm them, so it's kinda okay. Like, killing things once, for the most part, is enough. I was able to leave that room just fine, which is cool. Pretty nice if you ask me. Couple more and that's it with them. Now let me try Googling. Tera, adder fungus. Don't need mushrooms in Russia and their history. They accept the quest, they enter the temple. And go 1 stairs down. And what do you do now? A turn again. Yeah, the room that I was in was supposed to have some, but it doesn't. Oh, that's very helpful. Good to know. Well done, game. Actually, if the rooms on the other side are equivalent, logic dictates that I might be able to find some on those sides. Nope. Also no. Good to know. Write this down on quest item broken does not exist. But that is 2. What is 1? One is treasure things, which are not on this level, I would assume.
For the Federation. You fought with the Amani before?
Was I hard to find?
Either way, here's the completed quests. Just gonna double check that room because there is some wines in there. Means I could probably potentially go up? Maybe. The fact that there's just none though is beyond frustrating. Because they're just supposed to be there. God damn it. Stuck waiting for the door again. Nope. No quest item plainly exists. Which is amazing. It means I will abandon this one. now I only seek the chambers of Avarice and Malice. I do believe are on several floors down, probably. There's only so many floors in here.
A memorable meeting.
But on the account that I do need to actually sleep today, I will leave this for tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll make more progress tomorrow with maybe a bit less spaces that have multiple levels. Probably. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. Toodaloo.